Okay, hello, welcome to my first ever Vectorworks demo by Zoom. We're going to draw a flat. Let's start, maybe we'll draw a couple flats. Start with a simple one. This will be just a 4x8 foot, kind of standard stock flat. So got a rectangle, it's 4x8 feet. And I'm working from a template here that is from one of our lab projects. So I have this designer's drawing layer here, or class rather. And I'm going to put that rectangle in the designer's drawing class. So that's the outline, as if a scene designer has specified that they want me to build them this wall. Since it's a 4x8 foot flat, I don't really need to worry about a cover plan because it's just going to be a full sheet of plywood. So done. So I'm going to switch right to, in my navigation palette, the frame class. I'm already there. And grab my double line tool. Separation should be 3/4 of an inch. If we're doing a Hollywood flat. And I'm going to select the right option here to draw in the direction I want to draw from, which is this way. I can snap my cursor, click, extend, click again. There's my bottom rail. I can go up to the top and snap there, click, snap again and click. There's my top rail. I can just keep on going. I'm going to zoom in a little now. Whoop. Snap again, done. Other style, click, snap and click. All right, so I've got the exterior framed in now with my rails and stiles. Now I just need to add toggles every 2 feet. So I'm going to switch to the center mode for my double line tool and zoom in a little bit, start down at the bottom. And I'm going to snap to the inside corner of this frame and extend my cursor. Got to zoom in quite a bit sometimes. Extend my cursor, I get that little green line. That means I'm going to be able to click right here at the bottom edge of that rail and extend my line, snap again, get that green line, click, and there's a toggle that's the right width. And what I need to do now is move it into position. So I drew it centered on the bottom edge of my frame so that if I just do Control M, I'm on a PC, so it's Control rather than Command. Control M to move, that's the keyboard shortcut. You can also, of course, find that up in your, I'll show you. Up in your, you can tell I never use this. There it is, yeah, it's in Modify. There it is, there's Move. Control M shortcut. I'm gonna leave X field as 0. And in the Y coordinates, I want to move this up 2 feet or 24 inches. There it goes. Now it's in the right spot. And now I can just duplicate and move over and over. So Control D, Command D if you're on a Mac. Puts a duplicate right on top of this one. Now Control M. Notice that it remembers my previous move command distance. So that's convenient, because I'm going to just keep distributing these every 2 feet. Say OK. If I zoom out a little bit, I can see what I'm doing. Let's do it again. Command D, Command M, Enter, and I'm done. So that's a 4x8 foot flat plan. So and then, of course, I'd want to dimension it and add some notation. So like 4x8 flat dimensioning is real simple. I'll just grab my linear dimension tool, constrained linear dimension tool. I'm going to go with the default single dimension kind of mode here. Snap and click, extend, snap and click. Pull this off and good comfortable distance from the frame, something that's visually not going to crowd the important stuff in the drawing itself. There's that. And now I could, if I wanted to be really thorough, I could do like the full height of the flat over here. And then I could do my on-center measurements for the toggles using the constrained chain mode of my dimension tool. So I'll click that. And remember how this works. You snap and click as usual, then extend. I'm going to zoom way in so I can snap to the center, the midpoint of my first toggle. And if I hold shift, that'll kind of help me sometimes go right over from that and click. Zoom back out again now a little bit. And now if I keep extending my cursor, I can snap to the auto zooming. Snap to the midpoint, there it is, of my next toggle and keep going. Midpoint of the next toggle. And then when I get to the final corner, I'm gonna double click. And that finishes that dimension there, and you see what it does. It tells everybody that those are 2 feet on center, and if I wanted to be really clear about that, I could, with that dimension selected, go over to my object info palette, and I could go to the trailer field way down near the bottom and say OC for on center. Hit enter, and there it is. So that's telling everybody that it's 2 feet to the center of those toggles from the center of the previous one. Okay, one last thing I could do to clean this up is just hold down shift and click and to select all my dimensions and give them all the same offset. There it is. The dim offset field is what we want. Usually something around 9 inches works. Let's look at that. Oh, let's try again. Hey, but look what I did wrong. I have to say -9 for these. I put them in the wrong direction. There we go. That looks good. Okay, little notation about materials and fastening choices and a drawing label, and I would be done. That's that.